Welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and today in this game unboxing video, it's an exciting one for me. I'm checking out HeroQuest, the game system from Avalon Hill. Now, this has been out in the wild since 2021. That is the re-release of HeroQuest, which is this box you're seeing right here, but the original HeroQuest came out in 1989, and of course gained its popularity in the 90s primarily, and that is why I have no nostalgic connection to this whatsoever. I was born in '84, and for some crazy reason, this board game was never placed in front of me, and I never had the opportunity to try it in the original state. But here we are with the re-release version that came out in 2021, and I'm very intrigued to see what this thing is all about. Avalon Hill is doing what seems to be a great job of supporting the HeroQuest game system that was originally released in 2021. There are more and more expansions landing every single year, and so because of this support for this game system, it's, well, revitalized interest, or maybe piqued interest for the very first time, in my case, for this particular game. I really want to show you guys this one in case you're like me and somehow missed the boat, or maybe you played the original and have not played the revitalized or revised version of the game. Either way, I hope this game unboxing video will help you get a great idea as to everything you expect to find inside of the base box. I have seen the iconic YouTube video about HeroQuest. I think at this point almost everybody has, but if you haven't, it's from Bardic Broadcast's YouTube channel, and the video is called Why HeroQuest is So Great. I'll link to it in the top right hand corner because the video is hilarious all the way through and also very informative too, but it is for the original version of HeroQuest, whereas what we're looking at here is the newest iteration. The quest continues. In this exciting fantasy adventure game, you and your fellow players must work together to battle the evil sorcerer Zargon and complete the quest. Playing the hero roles of the barbarian, the dwarf, the elf, or the wizard, you'll all move cautiously through a labyrinth of eerie, dark dungeons. Ghastly monsters will prowl the underground passages far below the surface of the known world. Zargon's deadly forces threaten, but wise mentor has taught you well. Find the treasure and make it out safely, or all perish together. For many years, the land has been at peace. The darkness that once threatened to engulf it is forgotten, but the darkness was not destroyed, merely banished, and now it gathers strength once more, and an ancient evil stirs in the depths of the earth. The land has need of heroes, for without them, we are doomed. You'll see miniatures for the wizard, the wielder of powerful magic, the elf, the master of sword and spell, the dwarf, the resilient fighter with a keen eye, and the barbarian, who is a mighty warrior. You've got 70 detailed miniatures inside this box, as well as stunning artwork, and it tells us to enter the mythical world of HeroQuest, and you'll see it also comes with a lot of terrain. Those of you that have played HeroQuest in the past will know this is a staple of the game system. The first thing you'll see when you open up the box is a sleeve. This sleeve goes over top of a tray. Let's take that tray out right now. As the sleeve comes off, you'll see a whole bunch of miniatures inside, as well as some dice. I'll now show you all of the things that came inside of that tray. We have 6 white dice and 2 red dice. We also have a whole bunch of miniatures. I will show you all of the unique sculpts up close. That's going to do it for all the minis and the unique sculpts. Remember, there's over 70 miniatures in the box, so a number of those miniatures you just saw, there are multiples of. Next up, we have these 4 components, which were actually wrapped really well to ensure none of them get beat up, scuffed, or thrown around inside the box. This is the Game Master screen, and as it stated on the front of the box, the game's for 2 to 5 players, but can be played solo when you add the HeroQuest companion app into the equation. So definitely recommend if you're playing solo that you do so. That will allow you to have Zargon, the evil sorcerer, instead of being controlled behind this Game Master screen, you'll have it digitally inside the app, and Zargon will be throwing his minions and expanding out the dungeons as you explore through the game in a solo capacity. So it automates everything. But if you're also playing with friends and family, you can throw yourself behind the evil sorcerer and be able to throw all the evil out at the heroes as they try to take you on. So you've got multiple ways to play this, but if you're going at it solo, the companion app is a must. This is 1 punchboard worth of tokens for HeroQuest. This is the front side, and the opposite side looks like this. Opening up the rulebook, you'll find some flavor text here on the left. You'll also find some help around using the rulebook, looking for things you're specifically trying to find, like if you're new to HeroQuest, like me, or how do you start, or a glimpse into the world of HeroQuest, or how do you begin a quest, or the 6 hero actions, the evil sorcerer Zargon's turn, and ending a quest. All these broken into different parts, table of contents style. You also have specific icons you want to take note of as you go through the rulebook. This will give you a good idea as to how the rulebook is laid out on this page, not so much for the illustrations, but more so for how the font and text appears. It's really nice because this is not an overly thick rulebook. And as the book begins to get into the weeds of gameplay, you start to see illustrations and examples cropping up all over the place. The rulebook is a total of 21 pages. Once you've consumed the rulebook, the next one to look at is where the excitement begins, and that's the quest book. You're going to jump right in, see some flavor text, illustrations, and then get into your first quest. And here you'll find the full layout of the dungeon to set up for quest number 1, the trial. Now, it won't be everything, as you may reveal things as you go exploring, but it'll also break things down into the flavor text, the notes, what you're trying to do to succeed at your mission. There's a total of 14 quests to go on inside the base box. Of course, picking up expansions in the app will broaden that to a larger amount of quests to go on. You have all the monsters labeled out at the back as well. The goblins, dread warriors, mummies, orcs, skeletons, gargoyles, abominations, zombie, and the dread sorcerer. Also, there's a page below this, which is going to give you narrative for when you complete the entirety of all the quests. And I'm not going to show you that because, well, you want to read it for yourself if you make it through. Next up, we have the iconic HeroQuest board, which if you have never played HeroQuest before, I'm sure you've at least seen this image of the game board at some point over the years. This is a very iconic game board and very cool to see in person for the very first time, which still blows my mind that I've never played this game. That's going to do it for the top half of the box, and we have another slipcover tray down at the bottom of the box. So let's take this out, find out what's inside. My guess is cards. Yes, I was partially correct. There are cards in here. There's a notepad in order to keep your characters organized on those sheets, but also, more importantly, furniture, a number of different doors and bookshelves and tables and things to interact with inside the dungeon during your adventures. Here's an up-close look at the character sheets. Name, character, attack dice, defend dice, starting points for body and mind, weapons, armor, body points, quest completed, gold coins, potions, and other items all tracked on here, and there is a whole bunch of them. And that, my friends, will wrap up the game unboxing video for HeroQuest, a game system from Avalon Hill. Was very, very happy to go through this one. Every single time I pulled something else out of the box, I was impressed by it. I really think the miniature quality has taken quite a jump from that previous version, which of course was years and years ago, but I really think people picking this game up in 2024 and even playing it in 2024 and beyond are going to be happy with what's inside this box and the production level jump that this box has. Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure a number of you guys have already picked this one up and potentially played it. What are your thoughts? What are the pros and cons of what you've seen so far? Obviously, the app, being something that would not have been available back in the late 80s and early 90s, is now a thing, making this thing solo playable and also opening up the ability for the automation of the Game Master. So a bunch of new avenues to explore in HeroQuest that you couldn't do before. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, keep on rolling solo.